Private sector players in East Africa play an important role in the process and implementation of regional integration. It is in light of this that the East African community is considering the establishment of a first-of-its-kind EAC Private Sector Fund to be set up to enable integration within the 5 member states. EAC Secretary General Ssezibera says the fund will focus mainly on improving infrastructural and agricultural projects.
The work plan will be decided by a steering committee set up by the private sector itself. So there will be a steering committee and they will elaborate a work plan of those issues that they want to be focused on.
The fund, which is expected to be worth 1.84 billion shillings and operational in the next 3 years, will draw members from the banking, manufacturing, airline industry, among other players.
To achieve common standards within the East African community, which are now creating lots of additional costs to the private sector, to the extent that these standards are not standardized, they are not common. And that's one of the programs. If we can have these common standards, that means it has an impact on the balance sheet of every private sector enterprise within the community.
Mosha added that the fund will shrink over reliance on donor funds for development.
Funding becomes so critical in much of what we do. And the idea, therefore, is that once the fund is in place, it is going to be possible then to fund some of these activities.
The establishment of the EAC Private Sector Fund will not interfere with the budget of the EAC Secretariat, but is expected to be equally shared out within the 5 member states. President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to soon launch the EAC Private Sector Fund. Melline Myendo for NewsHour Business.